do you ever feel that no matter how hard you try in life to move forward, you always end up stuck with your healing, your progress, and you always end up reverting back to the same patterns, habits, ways of thinking, and same old shitey relationships? Well, I was in this cycle for years and years and years, and on today's walk and talk with me and the main man there, Rambo, I'm going to share with you the 6 healing steps that I took to take me from stuckness, self-sabotage, to finally building a relationship with myself that I'm proud of, and to most importantly trusting myself. And the aim of today is for you to identify which healing step you are on. And in my experience over life and why I was stuck, is because I was trying to skip steps to finally find myself. And what I realised and quickly realised is, well, you can't skip steps in life because it's too big a jump. You have to take one day at a time, one step at a time. And the 2 steps are, number 1, self-awareness and self-acceptance. And these are the two the 2 steps I was trying to skip, believe it or not, to the self-love part, where over the course of my life I would be either numbing myself through addiction, drinking, gambling, toxic relationships, or outrunning myself through joining the Royal Marines for structure and safety. And I always wonder why I felt that there was something missing, and why I would always revert back to the same old coping strategies, especially when it came to attachment, romantic relationships. So first step is being aware, self-aware. Self-awareness that, wait a minute Stuart, you're not actually broken, mate. You're not broken at all. You are patterned. You're conditioned from childhood, as I like to call it, the good, the bad and the ugly. You have severely and utterly destroyed your internal belief system from a 6 month, I'm going to say 6 months, it was 16-year gambling addiction, which tore your soul out and dragged your self-worth along the ground. So self-awareness for me was massive in terms of my conditioning, childhood, and then how much an impact addiction had on me. And then there's a second step, is accepting. Was accepting all of that, accepting my past that had shaped me. And many of us don't come to terms with our past, do we? We let it hold us back through the shame from the things that we've done, or from the things that have happened to us, to the guilt with our behaviours, whatever it may be. So for me, I had to accept that. I had to accept the years that had an impact on me. And how I did that was understand that I was only doing the best I could with the tools that I bloody had. I was trying to put square pegs in round holes all my life. And that made me realise that I was not educated at all. And that was the start of the process, was to educate myself, taking time out to read up on childhood trauma, attachment theory, to join a meditation group which was so beneficial for me in terms of learning, connecting and accepting that that was my life's path, my life's journey to get to where I am today. And when I got past the acceptance part, the self-love part that I've always jumped to actually started to sink in. I realised that self-love isn't about numbing. It's not about outrunning. It's about subtracting. It's about taking away the destructing patterns, such as finally making a plan to no longer gambling again, to subtract the going out every weekend and getting pissed up, to taking a step back from the dating world and finally give myself and my nervous system that rest and peace to rebuild myself, rebuild my identity, my values, my ethos and the path that I wanted to travel in life. And when I solidified the self-love, it then moved on to the self-control. Being in control of my impulses, because the thoughts were always there to go out every weekend and get smashed, to go on the dating apps, to go back and have a wee gamble again on football coutums, on fucking roulettes. That shadow was still there, but I had to contain it. I had to make peace with it. I had to control it, control the impulses with boundaries, creating non-negotiables within my life that, wait a minute, gambling is my kryptonite. So if Superman can have a kryptonite or a weakness which is kryptonite, Stuart, you can have a kryptonite too. So what does Superman do? He distances himself from his weakness. So that's what I did with gambling. I put that on the naughty list, the no-go list. That was a non-negotiable for me. No matter what I do not gamble. And that gave me the breathing space to build in better boundaries, better habits, better coping mechanisms. Because, well, I'm like you, I'm like everyone else. I get triggered. Stress, memories, relationships, work. I had to be able to deal with that. I had to build a toolbox that could cope with it. And then the fifth step was self-improvement. I had to take one day at a time. Every day I had to get up and work on my awareness of my triggers, of my feelings, of my thought processes, of accepting each day as it comes, accepting the day, accepting that I might still fuck up, Stuart, because you're a fucking human being, mate. You don't need to beat yourself up or shame yourself. And then I had to keep improving on the self-love part, keep working on me personally, professionally. And then I had to keep improving on my sense of control, my impulses, and keep moving forward in the direction that I want to travel in life. And that finally led me to step number 6, which was self-trust. Trusting myself enough to make choices aligned with the values that I want to live. And going through that process, self-acceptance, self-awareness, self-acceptance, self-love, or you could change self-love for self-respect, self-control, self-improvement finally led me to trusting my nervous system to be calm, to no longer search for chaos. Chaos was a red flag. There was no peace found in chaos. No, there wasn't. So my question is now, to wrap up, is where are you, or where do you think you are on that ladder, these steps? And if you're ready to start that healing process, all you have to do is go to my bio, click the link, and you'll see all the info for my 28-day shadow reset, which kicks off on Monday, the 2nd of February. So there we go. See you next Sunday.